Here's me in my backyard of my own mom and dad's playing soccer. Here's me in Medora, Theodore Roosevelt National Park. I thought of myself as a normal teenager.
Brandon Carmichael is a normal American teenager with a typical family and friends in Fargo, North Dakota.
Thought of myself as a normal senior in high school, and then I cut my toe on a piece of glass.
A simple cut that would expose a time bomb in Brandon's body. A bomb that was lit when Brandon put a match to his first cigarette.
Ada English. Sue Benson.
Sue was diagnosed with Alzheimer's 4 years ago at the age of 51.
Sidney Farquharson. And Thelma Glassband. So do over 5 million other Americans, and tens of millions worldwide.
Wow, there's a couple new faces in the group, so...
Every day, thousands more receive the devastating diagnosis.
I have Alzheimer's, yeah, I do.
America has saddled up and we're riding into the future.
No one is spared. And as the baby boomers, the largest segment of America's population, enter their 60s and beyond, that number will climb dramatically.
The incidence goes up exponentially after age 65, so that by age 85, half of the people in this room, there's 6 people in this room, half of us will have Alzheimer's disease unless a cure is found.
Hey, hon, how you doing?
Good.
What are you working on there? My wife, Kathy, was diagnosed with Alzheimer's officially in 2006. However, really, she had presenting problems in 2003.
Alzheimer's is irreversible brain failure, brought on by a process at work years, even decades before symptoms become noticeable.
It was fun today.
Yeah, it was.
Our belief is that at the time the very earliest symptoms appear, already the brain is very badly damaged.
How old am I? 60? I'm 60.
Please forgive us for not feeling sad or nostalgic when we think about this place. Instead, we remember the agony of the parents, and for them, Mansfield was the only alternative that the state had offered them. It was Mansfield, take it or suffer alone. We remember the photographs of Mansfield that were taken by the United States Department of Justice.
People with Down syndrome can't learn anything, can't read, can't write, will never amount to anything. Not true. Not true at all.
People in his situation are so unfortunate, but I learned that I'm lucky to have a friend like him. Sometimes I feel sorry for him because when his mom died, everybody had to help him, and he always thinks about his mom, so it's sort of hard on Peter.
I've never been in a class with a handicapped person, but I think he's really brightened my look upon handicapped people.
At first it started with just wanting to get high.
I just wanted to do it. I just wanted to try it.
It's across America, it's across the world.
Addiction really knows no social boundaries. I never thought I'd get hooked on drugs.
Everybody thinks, well, I can use dope better than he can.
For some reason, I thought I was special.
I never thought I would end up like that.
I thought I knew how to like control myself. I didn't think it would happen to me. I didn't think it would happen to me.
What do you know about heroin now that you wish you had known before?
That you're not using, I'm not using the drug is using me. It just totally takes you over. I mean, still, it's still there, it still has me, I'm just fighting it with everything I've got. But it's always gonna have it, it's always gonna have me.
I used to get high in front of my sister, and unfortunately, she knows what drugs are. She knows what they look like, she knows their names, because I thought it was cool and I taught her. And a 5-year-old knowing what drugs are, I think that's like the biggest mistake.
All my friends I grew up with over the years, they all move on to do other things as far as school, you know, or they go to work, or they just move on. And, you know, the ones that get high and lives that revolve around drugs are always the ones that are left behind. So I was one of those people. I got left behind with all the other people.
Something's wrong if you need to go out on the edge and use a substance, and that's what you got to look at.
At the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, a freshman lapsed into a coma after chugging beer, scotch, and rum at a fraternity party. 57 hours later, he died in his mother's arms. In Virginia, a 21-year-old senior drank a fifth of liquor and went back to her apartment to sleep it off. Sometime during the night, she woke up and fell down a flight of stairs head first. She died the next morning. In Connecticut, an 18-year-old honors student passed out and choked to death on his own vomit after his friends left him alone in a car to sleep it off. No one knows exactly how much he drank that night. The saddest part of all this? That each of these tragedies was avoidable. If only he didn't think booze was the key to social success. If only she knew when to stop. If only someone knew to call an ambulance. If only they'd known the facts about binge drinking.